Part of Highway 92 near Half Moon Bay is still partially closed because of that big sinkhole that opened up there last week. KRON 4's Gayle talked to a nonprofit that's trying to help those affected by the closure and the continued efforts to try to piece the peninsula back together.
This is what happens. Look at the mess. I mean, it just moves things around like nothing.
And this was the water from the creek.
Yep.
Victor Gonzalez says his backyard at his Pescadero home turned into a lake. This is how high the water was after back-to-back storms slammed the Bay Area.
So the bank was not as close as it is to the redwood tree. This is really sad.
And now his guest cottage and garage are soaked and filled with mud.
I have a sedan, a small car, so I couldn't get through the flood at that point.
Down the street, his friend Tom Schumann finally able to head back to his pottery shop. Both had no power for over 10 days.
I really don't take it for granted anymore. And water, plumbing, and electricity is a wonderful thing.
Meanwhile, a sinkhole on Highway 92 near Half Moon Bay is slowing down traffic. A section of the road in Pescadero collapsed on Saturday after days of heavy rain and flooding in the area. Belinda Hernandez Arriaga is a founder of Alas, a Latino-centered nonprofit. She has been helping those impacted by the road closures.
People aren't working as much, so even just thinking about how they access food, those that are trying to think about paying rent and how hard this is going to be during this really difficult time when so much work has been compromised by this natural disaster.
Half Moon Bay's vice mayor says it could take 2 to 3 months to get you some normalcy.
So now the city managers actually has reached out, to receive funding from the state and for the federal government to be able to provide, getting back to our community.
Despite the flood damage, Gonzalez and Schumann say they have no intention of moving out.
I live here for a reason. Absolutely, it's a definite choice.
Residents in Pescadero say they are looking forward to the dry weather ahead and a plan to assess the flood damage and clean up. Reporting from Half Moon Bay, Gayle KRON 4 News.